Hi guys, how are you doing? I've got something rather exciting today. The new, fairly new Sony in-ear headphones, the WF1000s. We will be unboxing them today, and I will give you an idea of kind of what they sound like later on as well. So I know they've been out a few months now. They're replacing the WF1000s. There's no XM2s. And they run parallel to the WH over-ear 1000xM3s. One thing worth noting is there are some new M4s coming out this year. However, they've not announced any in-ear M4s to complement those. So I believe they will be carrying on the M3s for the time being, for at least the next year and a year and a half. The other reason that makes me say that is they have announced that they'll be doing not aptX HD. It hasn't got aptX HD, but they'll be doing a Bluetooth 5 upgrade via download, which is the rumor. So I've taken the plastic screen slip off, which reminds you one last time that they are the What HiFi 5-star award winners. They're compatible. They do active noise cancelling, and they're compatible with both Android and iPhone, iOS. So as you slip it out of the box, you can notice that the box is very premium. There's a nice kind of plastic coating to it, almost like a texture coating. It feels like a bit of a texture to it, and then like gloss slim plastic on the front here that catches the light, as you can see on the foil. There's like a foil. But it does, and also Google Assistant and Alexa support, which is great. So take it out, and you are presented with how to connect. So you realize how to connect them and start pairing. As you open them up, you are presented with the headphones with a premium style. I got them in black. They come in silver as well, but they've got like a nice premium case. I think it looks pretty smart. As you open them up, you can just pull the in-ears out onto the side. Put them on here. Maybe put them on there. You can see them. There you go. So they're only very small, they're kind of the end of a fingertip, as you can see. So they're not very weighty either, so they don't put too much pressure on your ears, which is always very helpful. You can then pull this bit out, it's the actual cover to the side, and you are greeted with a bit of cardboard and all the in-ear tips you can use. So there looks like there's some like kind of clear, more see-through, clear, colourless kind of tips, and then you also have some kind of black matte. They've got more of a texture, and they look more kind of almost like the Comply tip memory foam, but these are more kind of a plastic silicone finish to them. So these are kind of maybe more comfy, and these are kind of look a bit cleaner maybe. You obviously have USB charging, Type C for fast charge. I mean, these have 6 hours of charge in them anyway, so they've much improved the battery life from, I think it was 3 or 4 hours on the first model. And you've got 24 hours charging with the case, an additional 24 hours. So the first thing you want to do if you've got an Android is you've got NFC, the fast connection. So you just touch them together with your phone, and they will pair automatically. Obviously, you might have to confirm that. Confirm the pair that is, and you can see the charging ports and where the headphones slip in. There's a magnetic charge, and the light also shows you that they aren't fully charged. I think it goes blue or green when they're fully charged. So you slip them in there. And that nice premium feel case. The case is obviously not a lot nicer shape than the old one. The old one was a lot smaller, longer, and thinner. I think this is kind of more pocket size. It feels well built as well. You've got like a metallic lid and almost like a silicone plastic bottom part to it. You've got your instructions in here, warranty, how to connect and stuff like that. You're not going to need any of that. Worth noting, the headphones also are supported by Sony's Headphones Connect app, which is on the back. If you download that, you can change the adaptive noise cancelling, you can focus on bass, the brightness, kind of adjusting the sound quality and the equalizer. They've also got some custom settings you can do as well. The coolest bit when you first turn them on is you can turn on Reality 360 degree sound. So Tidal supports this, so it gives you kind of 360 imaging, kind of a bigger sound stage. You can kind of pick out individual parts of tracks. I know Santana have an album on there where the bongos, they go across the ears, and they sound like you got a huge sound stage. It does sound pretty good. The reproduction's pretty good, I have to say. I was quite impressed with that. And you can change between, so they'll scan your ears, they'll scan the face and how they sit in your ear to try and adjust it and optimize it. So it's pretty cool. What else does it do? Those are software updates like normal when you download them. You can focus the Bluetooth on strength of connection, or you can focus it on quality. I like to focus mine on quality because I've never had really any problems with the dropouts with these in-ears. The range is pretty good. Noise cancelling's not as good as the over-ears, I have to say. Obviously, they are smaller devices, and they're not isolating you. They sit in your ear rather than over your ear, so you're not reducing that kind of isolation. You're not getting that isolation with these. But for in-ears, they're pretty good, I have to say. I'd say they're better than the better than the Sennheisers. I think they're better than the Cambridge Audio and Melamania in-ears. They're by far better than any of the AirPods, even the AirPod Pros. They get really good reviews. I think the build quality's good. The app's pretty decent. It's not fantastic. I know B&W's app's a lot better, but B&W headphone app. But I feel it does everything you need it to do. You can change what the commands and stuff like that do. So you can have Alexa or Google Assistant, which is pretty impressive. They're not waterproof or sweatproof though, so that is worth noting if you are going to be using them for like gym or running or something like that. I find they don't come out either. I've moved around with them a lot. I mean, I wouldn't get punched in the face. I wouldn't use them for like boxing or sparring, but they're not coming out from any kind of movements. Walking around town or just day-to-day stuff. When talking about walking around town and kind of communicating with people in shops or people coming over to you, you can actually take them out and they will automatically pause your music, which is pretty cool. And you have the little controls on the actual headphones. So you may remember the touch controls on the over-ears. The in-ears do support that. It's a lot smaller, the pad, so you can't do like swipe to change track or swipe to adjust the volume up or down. It's kind of just play, pause, read notifications and stuff like that. The Google Assistant is good as well, so you can reply to text messages, although the microphone is a lot smaller than the microphone on the over-ears. So it's not as clear when it comes to picking up your voice or returning calls. You do struggle if it's a noisy environment. So you're on the train or by a station, you may struggle to hold a phone call with somebody. But if you're just walking through fields or I don't know what people do, walk around a village or something like that, they'll be fine. But yeah, in noisy environments, they're going to pick up a lot more of that. The noise cancelling is pretty decent though, I have to say. I'm pretty impressed with it. So the microphone is good enough for noise cancelling. For holding conversations, arguable. They come with a 1 year Sony guarantee, which is obviously very important when they're small little devices. They're quite fragile, but I would look after them. And the other final thing worth noting is, although they're pocket sized, they are quite small. Fit it quite comfortably in your hand. You may be at risk of dropping or losing them, so I would keep an eye on them, guys. I wouldn't just chuck them in the bag. You wouldn't notice if they fell out. But other than that, very impressed. I'll give you an update regarding sound quality afterwards. I've had a bit of a time to listen to them, but nothing extensive. Was impressed so far, but they should open up with time, obviously as they get driven in. But yeah, that sounds all good, guys. I haven't got anything else to say at the current time. I might do another update later on when or if Sony confirm there'll be a Bluetooth update from 4 to 5, and if there's any more news regarding maybe a drop of the 4s, if they decide to do any. I don't think they will, but I'll confirm that with you as well later on. But please make sure you like and subscribe, guys. Obviously, I'm sure you know these headphones don't come cheap, and neither do the other stuff I do in my videos. They do all have to be purchased. So yeah, keeps it obviously a non-biased review. And speaking of which, I have some B&W PX7s, the over-ear noise cancelling, to give a go soon as well. I'll do an unboxing video for the next couple of days to keep you guys updated, but they get fantastic reviews and apparently give the Sony over-ear WH1000xM3s a bit of a punching. So we'll see what they get. We'll see what they sound like when I get those unboxed. Cheers, guys. Remember to like and subscribe to keep the support coming. And other than that, have a great week, guys. Cheers. Thank you.